Posted, March 14, 2019, 10 hours 49 minutes and 28 seconds. PM MDT updated, March 14, 2019, 10 hours 50 minutes and 18 seconds. PM MDTOne thought about each NFL team entering the first weekend of the trading season. Broncos, they went the big salary route to fill quarterback Joe Flacco. No. 2 cornerback Kareem Jackson, and right tackle Jawan James, but the next wave of free agency and the entire draft will be just as important. Arizona, new defensive coordinator Vance Joseph got new starters in cornerback Robert Alford and linebackers Jordan Hicks and Terrell Suggs. Atlanta, the Falcons signed James Carpenter, Jets, and Jamin Brown, Giants, for a combined $21 million to play guard. Underwhelming. Baltimore, new general manager Eric DeCosta came out of nowhere to sign Seattle free safety Earl Thomas. The Ravens should be on the look for edge rushers in the draft after Terrell Suggs, Arizona, and Zadarius Smith, Green Bay, left. Buffalo, the Bills wanted to get quarterback Josh Allen some help. They signed 8 free agents including projected starters at receiver, Cole Beasley, John Brown, center, Mitch Morse, tight end, Tyler Kroft, and right tackle, Ty Neshke. Carolina, the only addition was former Broncos center Matt Parody, who is recovering from a broken leg. The key for everything, though, is for quarterback Cam Newton to make a full return from shoulder surgery. Chicago, the Bears were a spectator aside from signing Jets cornerback Buster Skrine to replace the still unsigned Bryce Callahan and Redskins safety Clinton Dix to replace Adrian Amos. Green Bay. The biggest focus, though, will be on new defensive coordinator Chuck Pagano, who replaced Vic Fangio. Cincinnati, its only activity was re-signing linebacker Preston Brown. Let's move on. Cleveland, generational talents rarely become available and the Browns rightly pounced when the Giants offered receiver Odell Beckham. Dallas, allocating future money for quarterback Dak Prescott, running back Ezekiel Elliott, receiver Amari Cooper and maybe defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence kept the Cowboys from being active. Detroit, general manager Bob Quinn and coach Matt Patricia are Bill Belichick disciples, but their desperation to survive until 2020 equaled wild spending on defensive end Trey Flowers, nickel cornerback Justin Coleman and tight end Jesse James for a combined total of more than $84 million guaranteed. Green Bay, linebacker Zadarius Smith has 18.5 sacks in 58 games and received $20 million guaranteed. Billy Turner has 25 career starts and received $9 million guaranteed. Houston, after allowing 62 regular season sacks in 2018, the Texans did not address their offensive line this week. Puzzling. Indianapolis, possessing an NFL-high $101 million in salary cap space, general manager Chris Ballard resigned cornerback Pierre Desir and added Carolina receiver Devin Funchess one-year deal. It's tough to question Ballard's conservative game plan because of his success rebuilding the Colts. Jacksonville, the Jaguars committed $50 million guaranteed to new quarterback Nick Foles even though they did not appear to have bidding competition. Kansas City, the Chiefs traded pass rusher Dee Ford to San Francisco. They cut pass rusher Justin Houston. They signed safety Tyrann Mathieu. And they cut safety Eric Berry. But they still have quarterback Patrick Mahomes, which allows for such gambling. LA Chargers, an interesting move in signing quarterback Tyrod Taylor, 2 years, $11 million, but it should not eliminate the Bolts from drafting a passer. LA Rams, this offseason figured to see plenty of players exit, but the Rams managed to re-sign pass rusher Dante Fowler, one-year deal, and made a great move in adding veteran safety Eric Weddle to replace LaMarcus Joyner. Oakland Miami, the Dolphins are looking toward the 2020 quarterback draft class. Minnesota, continuing to spend money on defense, linebacker Anthony Barr resigned, while ignoring the offensive line is the wrong approach. New England, when free agency started for 31 teams, Monday. When free agency started for the Patriots, Thursday. Primarily shopping for bargains and making trades, like for Michael Bennett, continues to be their plan. New Orleans, 2 additions that make sense. Running back Latavius Murray replaces Mark Ingram, off to Baltimore, and defensive tackle Malcolm Brown, who is insurance for Sheldon Rankins, torn Achilles in playoffs. NY Giants, if you know what General Manager Dave Gettleman's strategy is and have confidence in it, please email me. NY Jets, expected to spend. The Jets didn't disappoint, going for the big expenditures instead of quantity. In our linebacker C.J. Mosley, Baltimore, running back Le'Veon Bell, Pittsburgh, and receiver Jamison Crowder, Washington, for more than $90 million combined, guaranteed. Oakland, have the Raiders done enough to leapfrog the Broncos for 3rd place in the AFC West? Maybe. Thumbs up to the trade for receiver Antonio Brown. Not so much to the signing of left tackle Trent Brown. Philadelphia, a relatively quiet week but a good trade to reacquire Tampa Bay receiver Deshaun Jackson. Pittsburgh, a team in transition, and probably decline, who moved on from Bell and Brown, 2 elite offensive players. Seattle, the Seahawks' biggest addition was Jets kicker Jason Myers, who they cut a few years ago. San Francisco, the 49ers, 7 takeaways last year were fewest in the NFL, the next closest was Detroit, 14. Enter D Ford to ignite the pass rush and Tampa Bay linebacker Quan Alexander, coming off a torn ACL. Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers added only players on 1-year contracts. Tennessee, 3 costly additions in guard Roger Saffold, receiver Adam Humphries and defensive end Cameron Wake for more than $50 million combined, guaranteed. Washington, trying to win in March has been owner Dan Snyder's objective for nearly 20 years. Safety Landon Collins, $44.5 million guaranteed, is the latest example.